Hi guys, Kaza here. Welcome back. We're back with Office Lovers with Mahiro Kunizu. It's like that last name. It's just hard to remember. Ow! There's a dog clawing my arm, my leg, my arm. But anyway, we're on chapter 2, detective work. So we believe he's a corporate spy. Hopefully he's not, because that wouldn't be good. But before that, I'd like to remind you guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And with that, let's get going. It was official. Mahiro and I were assigned to work on perfumes as a team. Here are the details. You can begin working on it starting tomorrow. Okay. All right. We spent the day studying the details and collecting marketing data. Time went by fast, and I barely noticed most of the others had left. Good work, you two. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. One by one, the building emptied, leaving just Mahiro and I all alone. That's all we can do for today. I sent the completed files to Mahiro via email. Well, it seems like we did a lot for it being our first day on it. We got lucky because most of what we need was already done for us. I'm sure the rest will be fine. Still, I'm just happy we got to sign this. It's all thanks to you. Only half thanks to me. You're the other half of this team. No, I mean, you saved my butt back at the meeting. Oh, the questions? Yeah, I didn't come prepared to answer that. Well, I only realized we might get asked that right before the meeting. I threw something together really quick in case it happened. You should have told me. I could have at least tried to help. Sorry, I was so busy with other things I forgot to mention it to you. That didn't sound like teamwork to me. It's not like I was hiding it from you. I simply forgot. I hadn't blamed him for everything, but it seemed like he was making excuses. That made his reaction all the more suspicious. I never lied to a girl I like. He looked straight at me in the eye when he said it. What are you talking about? Not that all over again. Embarrassed, I had to avoid looking at him. Do you hate me? With his hand on my shoulder, he whispered into my ear. It was different from a normal whisper. His voice was deep and seductive. I never said that, but... So, I've got a chance then. He smirked at me before placing his lips on my hand. We were alone in the office late in the night when Mahiro kissed my hand. What do you think you're... Look, you're all red. Of course I am. Anyone would be. You liked it. You wouldn't have let me do it if you didn't want me to. I'm just gonna keep silent. I was stunned. He pulled my hands towards him, guiding me into his arms. What are... You look so cute and blushing. I just had to. He rested his head on my shoulder. What does it mean you can't... I love you. If you make a face like that in front of me, I can't help myself. Well, he's kind of blushing, right? Let's get rid of the text box. It's a little right under the eyes. I guess it's actually this one and my Butler, but it's really hard to tell when they're blushing. More fleshy tone, not super anime. Like these little rosy cheeks with lines. Yeah. What kind of anime have I been watching, actually? I need you. I want you to be only mine. Will you let me hold you? I felt his whisper in my ear, but his lips were already kissing the side of my neck. Stop! You can't! His soft breath tickled the back of my neck, forcing strange sounds out of me. You're so sensitive. I'm a little surprised. His slender fingers twirled and ran through my hair. No, I'm not. Right before I could finish, he gently blew into my ear. My entire body shivered like I had lost all control of it. And your ears are too. Shut up. Don't do that. I wasn't doing anything special. It was just my breath. He snickered as his hand glides down my body to my skirt. You're always so composed that hearing you just now feels so naughty. His arm sneaked inside my skirt, rubbing against the thin stockings running down my legs. Wait, where do you think you're... Where else? The place you'll feel the most. His fingers found my way into my shirt. I thought he was I thought you were going down, not up. Oh, God. Okay. Why is this even happening in an office of all places? My body began to twitch as the sensation of his fingers aroused me. It would be all over if I pushed him away, and yet I couldn't find it in me to stop him. If this continues any longer... No. His arms wrapped around me from behind. Unable to resist his attack, I closed my eyes. Suddenly he embraced, loosened, and he released me. Are you scared? You're shaking. You scared? No. Getting really into it. Yeah, it's like I'm losing control of my body and I can't stop it. It's scary. Have you fallen under my spell? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. That's why I'm scared. Maybe you wouldn't feel like this if you knew me better. I don't know. I really didn't know what was happening to me. Hurry up and fall in love with me already. Like I'd ever do that. Say whatever you like, but I'm going to make you fall for me whether you want to or not. He smirked and looked at my eyes before drawing his face close and closing his eyes. He was coming in for a kiss. I closed my eyes and waited for it, but was tricked. He kissed my forehead. A surge of disappointment rushed through me. What was I expecting? We shouldn't be doing this. I'm not your girlfriend. I was upset and it showed in my voice. Besides, if we were caught, we'd get in a lot of trouble. That's why I kissed up here. Did you want it somewhere else instead? He lifted my chin and stroked my lips with his thumb. What was it? What did I really want? If you aren't sure, you can find out. I won't disappoint you. I guarantee it. I can't refuse. When he looks at me like that, my body won't obey me. We shoved off of each other quickly as the door swung open. You two still here. I'm glad you're working hard, but don't overdo it. There's always tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just leaving. I'll see you tomorrow, Mahiro. I picked up my bag, held it tight, and left the office as quick as my feet would take me. It's like, I'm out. The CEO almost got us. Screw it. Abandoned ship. I was too close. Had the CEO not walked in, we would have kissed for sure. Maybe it wouldn't have stopped at just that. My mind wandered and made me blush just thinking about it. Ring, ring, ring. I quickly retrieved the phone from my pocket to see a message from Mahiro. I cautiously tapped the phone, nervous to see what it was. Sorry about earlier. Probably was a little too much. But what I said was completely true. I really do love you. Believe me. How serious was he really? I didn't know how much of what he said was true. Unsure of my own feelings, I couldn't think of what to say, so I didn't message back. The next day, I left home for work even earlier than usual. I couldn't even get a wink of sleep last night. I felt so exhausted that I knew work was going to be rough today. Good morning! I just sat down and Mahiro came in a few minutes after me. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look so hot. Couldn't sleep? Whose fault is that, I wonder? His cheerful tone ticked me off, so I shot back at him with an annoyed voice. So you're saying you were thinking so much about me that you couldn't sleep? That's not what I said. But nothing short of a bullseye. Shut up. No kidding? He started to blush and looked away from me. Why are you looking away? How could he have been so composed when he did it yesterday, but so embarrassed now? He's strange. Sorry, but I've got work to do here. I was too embarrassing to be in the same room as him. I had to leave for now. Go where? I hid away in another room and looked up things. I was so distracted that I remembered none of it. Hey, what are you up to? Not much. Hey, weren't you in the same department as Mahiro? Yeah, don't tell me. You like him? No, that's not why I asked. We're on the same team now, so I was just curious. Oh, well, he acts like a goof sometimes, but he's actually a pretty serious guy. Don't fall for him, though. He turned down girls already. He's got someone he likes, I guess. Oh? That's interesting. I thought for sure he acted the way he did with me with all women. Maybe he was being a lot more honest to me than I gave him credit for. I couldn't be in the same room as Mahiro, so I was working alone when a friend came to talk. So, do you know who he likes? I guess it's someone that joined the same time as him. He's liked her since training. Speak of the devil. Here you are. I've been looking for you. Come on. Huh? Wait a second. Before I knew it, he grabbed me by my arm and quickly dragged me away. Okay, off I go. It wasn't until we were shut away in the meeting room did he let me go. What's got into you? I remember what happened yesterday, so I put my hands up in defense. What's that? Are you gonna fight someone? Considering how you attacked me yesterday, I might just make it an option. I'm really sorry about what happened. Something like that will never happen again. I promise. He put his hands together and bowed down, begging for forgiveness. Can I trust you to keep your word? Look, I'm a guy. If it's just the two of us, of course I want to do that. But it's not like I'm after you for just your body or anything. If it happens, I want it to be something the both of us want, not just me. That's not how it looked yesterday. I know. That's why I'm here asking you to forgive me. He desperately pled for forgiveness. I couldn't imagine if he was lying, if he was trying this hard. I didn't get this so you'd forgive me, but I got something for you. In his hand rests a fancy little lunchbox. It was packed with fried eggs and meat, plus a tiny hot dog and some other little snacks. To be honest, it looked like something a little girl might try and make on her first try. Did you make this? That's when I noticed his outstretched fingers were covered in bandages and scratches. I know you don't like it when I buy you lunch, so I decided to make you some instead. Also, if you saw it was handmade, you might see how serious I really am and forgive me. Only if it tastes good. That's not fair, but I did think I did a good job. Try some. Looking at the little lunchbox, I wondered if he went shopping for it too. I couldn't just let all his work and food go to waste. Thanks. I'll try a little bit. Eating his handmade lunch felt so much more embarrassing than being treated to dinner. It's actually good. While it didn't look that impressive, it tasted rather delicious. Right? It gives me 10 tries to get the flavor right. 10 tries? That sounds like a lot of work. It was all for you, so I don't mind. That was Mahiro trying so hard just to impress me. You don't believe me? I don't know, but at least it tastes good. I can make it tomorrow, too. We can eat it here again. You'll do no such thing. What? Why not? Because I will. What had come over me? The words came out of my mouth before I knew what I was saying. Really? Yeah, because I never given you anything. It won't be handmade, though. Don't have the time. I don't mind. As long as we can eat together, I'd be happy. He put his arm around my shoulder and pecked my cheek with a kiss. Sorry, I was just so happy. Ever since that day, we ate our lunches together in the meeting room. At least we made up. Hey, are you free this Saturday? Yeah, why? Let's go on a date. A date? We're not a couple or anything. Then call it marketing research, but on the weekend, with just the two of us. That sounds too much like a date to me, but just working won't be any fun at all. Does that mean you're okay with it? Since it's for work? Fine. Whatever the reason, you just made me happy. He was giddy with excitement, so much, in fact, that I felt it too. But then... Sorry, I can't go tomorrow. Mahiro abruptly canceled our plans. I'm so sorry. Something came up, and I can't get around it. That's fine, no worries. I casually shrugged it off, but inside I was more disappointed than I showed. Why was I getting so upset? Did it mean that much to me? And then... No joke, it really happened. I can't believe it. When I saw him chatting away with another woman, my heart cringed. Sakiko. Our eyes met, but I couldn't speak a word. I dashed away as fast as I could. Okay. Was that the other day or what? I'm lost on timeline now. In the end, I had to confront him as we were meeting scheduled to talk about work. Hey, are you mad about what happened earlier? When it was just us remaining in the room, he confronted me. He was talking about when I had run away without saying anything. It's not what you think. But you're thinking more and more about me, aren't you? He seemed proud of it. Still, I couldn't deny it. Lately, I found myself paying more attention to him. Not to mention, I started to use the perfume he bought me every day. That perfume. When his face came closer to sniff it, my heart skipped a beat. You like citrusy scents, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I knew it. He smiled, a little overexcited at being right. I like cologne, but maybe I should try something new. I could try using it too, that way you'd like me even more. He caressed my cheek with his palm and stared into my eyes. Click! As soon as I heard the door open, I scrambled to stand up. So here's where you've been hiding. Yeah, we've had a meeting, but it's over now. There was no reason to run away, but I panicked and started putting my things away. Great. Then would you be able to help me with something for a little bit? I've got a few things I'd like to ask you. Sure, lead the way. See you later, Mahiro. Yeah. He nodded at me, but seemed a little worried. Was I being rude to him? If Kentaro hadn't come, I might have got carried away in the moment and told Mahiro I liked him. This was an important time in my life. I couldn't put my career at risk by seeing a coworker. I need to get a grip on my emotions. Hey, are you even listening? Oh, sorry. What were you saying again? I couldn't let myself fall apart like this. So, to get any sort of sales, you've got to give management the data that, back at the office, I was explaining some of the concepts I had learned to Kentaro. It had been a while since we last talked to each other, so before I knew it, it was late. It's already this dark? Sorry, Ken, but we need to wrap this up for today. No, I don't mind. You really taught me a lot today. Thank you. If you ever need to know anything, just know that I'm available to help you out, okay? Okay. It really means a lot to me. Thanks so much. Take care. Heading home early sounded like a good idea today. I must have forgotten my memory card back in the meeting room. The room wasn't close, but I needed it, so I marched all the way there. When I got there, it's going well. I'm working on developing some new fragrances. I heard Mihiro's voice, but hesitated to walk into the room. Peeking in through the crack of the door, I saw him talking to someone on the phone. I'll get it done this time for sure. Last time was a mistake. Don't worry, I'll come through. Something about it seemed strange. Besides, we weren't supposed to talk about the project with any of the other employees. Could we be talking to someone outside of the company? It wasn't the first time I heard him having a suspicious phone call with someone. I'd seen him when he handed what looked like confidential papers to a woman. I'd be relieved if I was mistaken, but if he was a spy, I'd have to stop him. Okay, I'll contact you later. Click. I pushed open the door after his call was over and walked into the room. Hey, need something? No matter how I looked at it, he was clearly panicked. Yeah, I just forgot something. Oh, okay. Mahiro, are you hiding something from me? What are you doing here? Are you hiding something from me? Huh? No, I haven't done anything wrong. His eyes wandered around the room, and his voice was unusually quiet. At this point, no matter what he said otherwise, I knew he was hiding something from me. I could tell he wasn't going to tell me anything. If I wanted to stop him, I needed another way. When I got to the office the next morning, Mahiro was already there. You're here early. You're here early today. Yeah, I forgot to finish up a few things yesterday. He closed the lid on his laptop like he didn't want me to see something. Oh. He was acting very suspicious. Hey, yesterday, did you... Ring, ring, ring. His phone began to ring, cutting him short. Sorry, I'll catch up with you later. Leaving the room in a hurry, his eyes darted here and there, making sure no one was near. He took the call in the hallway, but he didn't notice I'd sneak close to the door to listen. I told you not to call me. What are you going to do if we get found out? That was too close. You say someone might have heard us. What? Tonight? That's so soon. Something suspicious was definitely going down tonight. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Ken. I couldn't keep listening, so I returned to the office. I put together some ideas. Could you take a look at them for me? Sure thing. I took a look at the papers he brought after sitting back down at my desk. That looks great. I'm impressed now that I know why everyone's talking about you. Oh, please. It's nothing that good. I'm just an amateur at this. No, for real. This looks so good, but I want some for myself. All that's left is to consider the cost for the ingredients. Wait, that's not bad at all. I was talking to Ken about his new lipstick idea when Mahiro came back. Oh. When he entered the room, he looked at me for just a moment. It was long enough to tell that he wasn't very happy about something. Later that night... Hey, now that we got a feel for our project, do you care if we work separate for a while? No, I don't mind. It was such a tangent from before where we wanted nothing more than to work together. Why would he want to split all of a sudden? I was so shocked. What was going on with him? For the time being, we went our separate ways. I would work on the marketing side, and he would work on the design. See you tomorrow. Yeah. It's about time to go home. As long as Mahiro wasn't a spy, I had nothing to complain about. But were it true, I would have to convince him to stop somehow. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe stalking him was overreacting. But I did anyway. No matter what I told myself, I still had to know. It was far too unnerving to just continue on with my life and ignore it. Mahiro checked out the area around him. We were plunging into an alley. It wasn't even a shortcut to the train station. Most people would never go through it. Was he trying to stay out of sight? Was he going to meet someone there in secret? I remembered the pretty lady he met with before. Was he meeting her in there? Perhaps she was a spy too. Maybe he was actually dating her and planned to use me as a cover. Walking through the dark alley, I could only think of terrible things. When I spotted Mahiro, he was standing outside of a hotel. Was this his secret rendezvous? He exchanged some quick words with someone and then headed for the elevator. It went to the 5th floor. I hope I can get there by the stairs. I ran up the emergency exit and took the stairs upwards. I nervously moved into the main floor area. Suddenly, someone grabbed my arms and covered my mouth. What was happening to me? Slam! I squirmed and struggled, but before I knew it, I shoved into a room and the door slammed shut. No! This couldn't be happening. What did I get myself into? A lot of crazy crap just happened to you, and I don't know what to say for you. We're screwed. Please, Mahiro. Mahiro. I don't have high hopes, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Let me know what you thought about this chapter in the comments below. Your thoughts on Mahiro as well. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you liked it. I'll see you later. Bye. Kansai out.